Shabbat Shalom. In this week's Torah portion, B'Ha'alotcha, we are presented with the shortest prayer in the Jewish canon of liturgy. Miriam is stricken with snow-white scales, although we don't exactly know what that means. Moses cries out for his sister's healing, saying, El na, Rafana la, O God, please heal her. In the Talmud, we have a story that references this prayer. There was an incident where a student was leading services in Rabbi Eliezer's synagogue, but he kept excessively abbreviating his prayer. His students protested and said, "How brief is his prayer?" Or translating that moment into today's language, "Why don't you do all of the verses of Vishamru?" Rabbi Eliezer responded, "Is he abbreviating his prayer any more than Moses did? Surely this student's prayer was certainly no briefer than the few words recited by Moses, our teacher." You may have heard my tirade against connecting greater ritual observance with being a good Jew. Our traditions, rituals, practices, and stories help enable us to various spiritual goals, but they are tools, not an end in of themselves. Indeed, it is not the quantity of one's prayer that matters most, it's the quality and the kavanah, the intention of a person's words. Just yesterday, I was honored to take part in a Beit Din for conversion. And when talking about saying a blessing before eating, this candidate remarked, "I say the blessing in my head, and I know in my heart it's right." In other words, he might not get all the words exactly right, but the essence of the prayer is present. This Shabbat, remember that if your heart is in the right place, your prayers are good enough. If your intention is set while doing a ritual, your ritual is good enough. If your rest isn't a halachically perfect rest, your Shabbat rest is good enough, because each of us is good enough. Shabbat Shalom.